Good morning, and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina and the cast and crew from the film Beyond, the award-winning film Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Hello, everybody. Everybody say hi.
Hello. Good to be with you.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's going to be a very fun show this morning because we have been in the green room for about 15 minutes and we have not stopped laughing. We had to tell them we have to stop. We got to go live. Stop talking.
Well, we are so excited. We are so excited to bring you the cast and producers of the film Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Of course, it is the award-winning film. Don and Melinda Boyer, I'm so excited you could bring your crew in here today. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. I want to thank all you guys for being on the show today. You know, it's been really exciting. The last month or so, we entered the film into some film festivals, and we've gotten some really good awards. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was so awesome.
How many awards are you up to now?
We actually, yesterday, I just got a notice from a film festival in Canada that we are semi-finalists. So that will be in December that they're going to be showing it. So
I think
we're
that's
really
our
excited.
sixth one.
Our seventh.
Or seventh one.
Yeah.
It's just our seventh one, you know.
And there'll be more, many more.
God, after 5.
I think 7's a good number.
I think 20 is a good number. Let's keep going.
Wow.
Raise the bar.
38.
Well,
38
heck,
is better.
when we got the first one, we were thrilled. We're like, hey, look, best short film, best
But
director.
that's kind of like when you're a bestseller, you go, oh, I'm bestseller. Well, I Angel, I just want to be a bestseller. They're like, okay, well, now you're a bestseller. And then they're like, now I want to be number 1.
Right? And now I want, we keep raising the bar of what is possible. So give our audience just a little background about the film Beyond the Secret, The Awakening, and then we will introduce all your fabulous guests here today.
Yeah. So back in 2019, Jeff Levine started having this idea about creating a movie kind of based on what was happening after 13 years since The Secret came out. And, you know, one of the things that happened when he first started telling me was it just wasn't really clicking in because I knew how much work it took to create a film like this. And this is, I think, our 11th one. And so I knew there was a lot of work involved. But then as he began to talk to me, I began to realize that this was going to be a much bigger thing than just creating a documentary. And I had no idea what we were going to experience in 2020, but I knew that this was the right time to do this. The universe kind of brought all of the cast members together. I remember Dennis Waitley, he reached out to me in LinkedIn and wanted to be my friend. I thought somebody hacked his account, right? I said, is this really you, Dennis? So when I got him on the line, I said, we're writing the production of the film. I'd love to have you in it. And he so graciously agreed with all the cast members and the producers here with us today. And it's really nice to see how globally the film is being accepted. It's resonating with people. In fact, we just got another big platform contract yesterday.
Yes, from Australia.
From Australia. They're kind of like Netflix and Gaia. And they sent us over a contract that they want us to put our film on their platform. So we're really excited about that.
I bet you are. I know it's available on Amazon Prime, so anybody can go. If you've got Amazon Prime, go and watch the film Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Well,
people from around the globe, right?
Yeah, I was gonna have you like
let's go around and give like a little intro to everybody. So John, let's start with you. Tell us who you are, what you do, and where you are at in the world.
Well, my name is John Secturas. I'm the founder and CEO of my own company called Asira. What we do, we provide online educational concept, training, education. And I'm right now in Dubai.
Dubai. We're the Angel and Tina Morning Show may be coming live to you soon.
Soon.
I know Tina says she has Dubai on her vision board. So for this year, John.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make that come true, John.
Welcome here.
Welcome. He's like, welcome. And so, John, how did you end up with the film Beyond the Secret?
I've known Don and Melinda for many years. We've been friends for, I don't know how many years, decades. and I was invited a year ago. The project of my company is called Beyond a Billion. The movie's Beyond the Secret. So we knew it was something magic there. And of course, when they asked, would you be interested? I said, yes. They said, you don't even know what for. If you're involved, I'm in.
I love that.
And
People do
it's
that.
amazing. It's really amazing.
You know, John, what the funny thing is I have my second book is coming out, and the name of my second book is called Beyond Gratitude.
I'm telling you, we are connected.
That's
We are
awesome.
connected.
That's awesome.
I do believe that this movie will impact billions of people around the world, because everybody involved in the movie, we all have personal experience, and everyone talks from heart, not from knowledge and experience, but from here. And that's the most important. That's what makes the movie Amazon Prime and many other areas.
Oh, well, we are super excited to have all of you. I'm just looking at all the fabulous faces. I've seen the movie, and having you all here this morning is such an honor to introduce this great treat. I know you guys have some great projects coming up, and we will talk about that as well. But Travis Fox, you are also one of the producers for the film, yes?
Yeah, I had the honor of being on both sides of the camera on this one, so it was neat because I got directed by Don and Melinda, which was fun to actually be on the other side of the camera. I haven't been on front of the camera in about 4 years. I've been producing and directing full time and running the Academy. And Don and Melinda called me and said, "Hey, we need you to be in this film." I said, "Okay." And literally within a week, we gathered the shoot, got it together, cracked it. Melinda did some makeup, which was really challenging because she had to work with this face. And next thing I know, we're on and Don was directing, and we're in. Boom, nailed it. Got it done, and then went on to the premiere and went farther. Now it's really just taken out and the message and growing. And this entire cast, I think, is one of the most unique casts I've ever been involved with, because everyone comes from such a unique background. And yet, no matter which pathway you arrive with a cast member or a teacher, as I like to call them, you're going to end up in the same spot, which, like John said, you're going to end up in your heart some way. How you choose to get there, that's up to you. But either way, you're going to come to the secret, which is really down at the heart level, no matter which teacher you choose.
Yep.
So, I mean, both John and Travis, when you got the call without really even knowing what the project was, you said yes.
I'm in. Those are the kind of friends, you always need a couple of friends like that. Hey, I got this. I need you to do this. I'm in.
Well, how about a billion of them?
Questions. No questions.
Why would you limit yourself to a couple? You got a billion of them. Why not make this a global experience?
Right.
I think everyone in this film is committed to that process. And, I think if I can jump in there, now's the time. I mean, Don and Melinda and I, we've all talked about this. Cast members, we all got together, the producers, and said, we couldn't have written this script any better of a time to release a film. I mean, you can't write this. And we even tried to write it. We can't write it. So when you look at those things, and you have to subscribe that there's something bigger going on. What you call that is up to you. I call it Great Architect for simplicity. You call it what you want. But any way you slice it, we couldn't have been a more perfect time, like Don and Melinda said, and like John said, and all the cast members. We all looked at each other and went, "Ha, that's awesome. Just say yes and go with it."
Yeah.
Jeff Levine, this idea came to you that you brought to Don and Melinda. Give us a little background about that.
I will. I've been following Rhonda Byrne and The Secret. I love The Secret, still read The Secret. In March of last year, not March, it would have been, March of last year, Rhonda Byrne, I had heard through a rumor that she would be doing a sequel to the movie. And then April came and there's no sequel. May came, there's no sequel. So Jeff said, most likely there's not going to be a sequel. So the next morning I woke up, and on the screen of my mind, I saw Beyond the Secret. It was clear as can be. And I instantly called Don, and Don said, that's the name. And before I knew it, Don and Melinda were filming people and on the phone. So they really took Beyond the Secret and ran with it. And all these great cast members we have now because of Don and Melinda. So I'm so excited. In my other world, I am a tax attorney and certified financial planner. So I help clients build their business, sell their business, and get ready to start doing filming on any movie they want to do because they have nothing else to do.
Look, tax attorney by day and, Hollywood producer
Director,
by night.
producer by night.
Well, it's so much fun because people pay so much in taxes that I am fortunate enough with over 30 years of experience to make that bite a less of a bite. And what that means is more money for you and your family. And that's what it's all about. You pay your fair share and nothing more.
How about you, Paul? It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the morning show. What's your role with the film, or how did you come to be a part of the film?
Well, it was fun to hear about the project because when Marie Diamond and I were attending the Transformational Leadership Council meeting at Snowmass, Colorado, Rhonda Byrne came and announced that she was thinking of creating this film called The Secret. And Marie and I were both filmed for it. There are 57, I believe, of us that were filmed. I ended up on the cutting room floor at that time. And Marie told me a beautiful story at the red carpet event that really helped bring some clarity to that. Maybe Marie will share. But the idea is that we recognize we're on a divine mission to help out. My company, Sheely Learning Systems, and my publishing company, Learning Strategies Corporation, are really devoted to helping every human being recognize the amazing resources that are within us, most of which reside below the threshold of our conscious awareness. Education doesn't really bring it out of us. It might more or less suppress it. So I'm devoted to the idea that the purpose of education is the liberation of human genius, that great power and potential that's within all of us. So I got a call from one of the people in the film, Carl Harvey, who was told by Marie Diamond, make sure you get Paul Sheely in this film. And Don and Melinda were delighted to have me be a part of it. I was on a plane and I think about 3 or 4 days and got to be a part of this exciting adventure. And, when I watch the film now, I realize, oh, that is so pre-COVID. Nobody's wearing a mask. Everybody's bunched together. The world is a different place. But one of the delightful and powerful things that we have come to recognize as a result of the pandemic is we have 8 billion of us on this little spaceship, and we have to figure out how to be together. There are 8 billion people right here in the room next to me. They're right in my backyard. They're living in my neighborhood. What every single person does matters to all of us. You eat a bad bat in Wuhan, oh my goodness, takes the world out. So we really do have to figure it out. And Beyond the Secret has so many wonderful ideas to help us face the challenging problems that are ahead and really access the brilliance within us to address it.
Where are you coming from?
I'm in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Aren't you supposed to say it like Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah, for sure. Don't you know? You bet.
Oh, that's gonna be my next accent.
Tina likes to mimic. Like, she likes to do voices and accents. So every time we get somebody in, she's like practicing her.
I got my
her new
Jersey
dialect.
accent down. I have my Valley Girl accent down. I got the Spanish accent down.
Well, if you've listened to a paraliminal, if you've listened to one of my paraliminal recordings, you could say, this is Paul Sheely, and really get it down.
She's going to have her Paul Sheely accent next. We're going to coin that. That'll be fabulous. Levin, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back. And
Levin, this is your two time in 1 week type of thing.
I know, I'm blowing up.
Okay, so how did you end up in the film?
Well, it's been like a 13-year journey for me to get into this film. About 2007, I got into the real estate business in Southeast Michigan, and I learned about The Secret, and I was introduced to the movie and the book. And since then, I've just been living that life and learning from people like Paul, Marie, I've learned from you too as well. And I just spent like the last 10 years really learning about the law of attraction and growing businesses. I now have 5 Remax brokerages, 2 mortgage brokerages, an insurance company. And that's kind of my day to day, but really I'm just here helping all my people become better and help them improve their bottom line by fulfilling their purpose and figuring out what that is. So for me, it's just like, how did I get here? Well, 13 years ago, I watched and read The Secret, and I just lived those principles, and here I am.
And here you are.
You manifested.
Okay, who did you know? Like, what was the
like-
connection?
Watch this.
I didn't know anybody. I did for the previous like 10, 13 years, I just did a lot of reading and a lot of learning and a lot of seminars. And then I went to some seminars and I always introduced myself to the speakers. And about 2 years ago, I got invited out to Vegas for a mastermind. And I said no. And I got invited again. So I said, all right, I'll go. Because I was coming back like that day from a Mexican vacation. So I was like, I can't go to this mastermind group. So I said no. A week or so goes by, I get invited again. All right, I should probably go. So I went to that.
If you pull my arm hard enough, I will go.
Yeah. and anyway, I ended up meeting Don there and Melinda there, and we had a connection, and we stayed in contact. And then when this movie came up, I was asked to be in the movie, and at first I said no. I said no, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm worthy for it. I don't know if I'm the right person for it. I didn't believe in myself enough in that moment. So I said no. And probably a week or 2 later, I was asked again. And like, all right, well, somebody else believes in me. It's time to believe in myself. So I said yes. And here I am.
Okay. All right. And
Like,
sometimes
you
that
the
is.
first one, right?
We there's people around us see things in us that we don't see in ourselves,
Right.
and they believe in us more than we believe in ourselves. And so when we follow that and allow that to happen in our lives, and we say yes to it, it's a really beautiful place. So Levin, I'm so
Just
glad that somebody
that
said
one
asked you
thing.
more than once.
Right? Just that one thing changed his life.
Hmm.
That one, come on, I'm gonna drag you to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
One decision can change the
No,
course
it's true. That's
of your
one
life.
decision, one piece of knowledge, one book, one connection, anything can make that difference.
Yes,
I love that.
absolutely. Well, welcome back, Levin. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
And Marie, darling, you seem to be the glue in a lot of this, the connection to bringing all of this together. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And yeah, I know a few people, of course, that are in Beyond the Secret. I'm an original featured teacher in The Secret. And when The Secret came out, my life journey has been completely, I would say, inspired by The Secret, from being a criminal lawyer in Belgium, ending up being in The Secret, unknown, totally not knowing what was going on in the self-help development world in America. But I ended up, because I put it on my vision board, that I was going to be in a movie seen by millions of people that would transform the world. And so that happened. And one of the things was, a few years ago, I was thinking, you know what, I would like to be in something that is telling the next steps. What are the next steps? What have we learned from this? So I put again on my vision board that I was ready for the next step to show. And of course, Melinda and Don have been dear friends. I've been in a couple of their movies, but I really felt it was time for the next thing. And so I was so excited to, when Don and Melinda, we met again in LA after seeing each other not for 10 years. And it was like, oh, we're doing this project. We want you to be part of it. So I'm super excited to bring with all of the cast members, like, what have we learned? And it's great that it's a mix of people that have already studied this for many years. And then some of the cast members that just started perhaps 10, 15 years ago on working with the law of attraction, and grew from there to where they are right now. So it's not just the people that have done this work. I've done this work for more than 30 years, but also people that just, encountered this information 15 years ago, and what they did in their life to go beyond The Secret, and share this with everyone. So I'm in the south of France, in the French Riviera right now, and between Monaco and Nice. and so excited to be here. People know me as the Feng Shui master from The Secret. So I talk about law of attraction, both inside of you and outside of you, and how your universe around you is reflecting what's going on inside of you.
Oh, she's in the French movie.
Wow.
Le français alors.
Oui, je parle français, bien sûr.
That's funny.
So how often do you get together, or how often have you been together since the finishing of the film?
That's
On the
Right
line
before
or
we
live?
Are you
got
talking
shut
about
down
in
and left
person
in our
or on
houses.
Zoom?
Yeah,
Don't everybody talk at once.
everybody. Yeah.
We have coffee every morning and cocktails every night in the same bar. So
Yeah.
Same screen.
Green screen.
Different times.
Every once in a while, John will fly around in his private jet, pick us up, and then take us out, bring us back.
There you go.
It's really a good time.
So, fly around really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're each time together when people are watching Beyond the Secret.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Oh,
we're
That
all
is-
quantumly entangled. So we just enjoy that connection and meditation every day.
Paul, every time you talk, I think I need to start meditating.
Are you gonna
Done.
start talking,
Done.
Paul
We
Sweetie?
should-
Can you go a little bit
Create.
faster?
Dan should organize an event for all the cast members and the producers to all meet somewhere again and talk about the after the movie live.
Yes.
That will be amazing at some point. That will be amazing.
so
Especially for
John,
the-
what has it been like for you after the movie?
I can call it a massive confirmation because although a couple of million people, maybe more, they know this is a very unique story that I don't know if I should show it now or later. It will be up to you.
But you have
know
a
what
little
Yeah,
prop
yeah.
that you want to share with our audience, right?
In 1991, I was in Miami, and Jim Rohn, that passed away a few years ago, he said, everything you can imagine, you can visualize, and whatever you want, it can be achieved. I was and I'm very fan of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. My very first book was The Master Key to Riches. In 1992, I wrote this check. February 18, 1992.
And how much is that check for?
Is for $1 million. And I believed that by 1995, on my birthday, I will have $1 million. Well, the fact is, it didn't happen. 95, 96, 97, year after year after year after year. I've done so many different projects, businesses. I've made money, but never had 1 million available cash. Very important, okay? So 2007, The Secret came out. I'm in Houston. I watched the movie and I decided to buy a house. I didn't have enough money. Actually, I was very little available. Without money, I said, if that movie works, I will apply it with faith. And I went and I looked for a brand new home in an area in Texas called Katy, near Houston. I went with a lot of confidence, thinking the movie was in my back, in my head. So I want to buy the biggest lot, the best house, 2-story, blah, blah, blah. Of course, it was $189,000 home. They wanted 25% down payment. I said, absolutely, draw the agreement. Now it was an empty land, two demo homes. They do all the agreements, and I'm writing a check for $500. I give it to the guy. He said, what is that? I said, that's part of the deposit of $25,000. He said, no. I said, yeah. I don't see any house here. I see empty land. Every week, I come and give a deposit to conclude the $25,000. Anyway, to make story short, I was dealing with some LED lights, public street lights, and for 2.5, 3 years, I didn't sell not even one light. With this agreement of the house, I had 45 days to bring the $25,000 or I would lose the agreement. Well, the only sale that I've made on the lights It was that period of time, 3 days before that agreement expired, and my commission was 58,000. That brought me to such a high level of belief that it is possible. So the $1 million check became reality as well. 26th of May, 2011, 18 years later, the day that I wrote. And after that same day, I wrote the new check for $1 billion for the year 2025. And since 5 years ago, I started thinking, how can I shift it from $1 billion and impact the lives of beyond 1 billion people? After I've made a few $1 million, I realized that money is amazing, it's great, it's necessary, it's well wanted. But when you pass away the money and you discover a purpose and a mission in life, that is more important than any amount of money. You will be happier than ever, fulfilled, excited. You will have a mission in life. It will keep you young, healthy, and energetic. And of course, when Don and Melinda, they called me, I said, absolutely, because I'm a strong believer that the law of attraction absolutely works. I have like I have a vision board and a list of items. Most of them have been achieved thanks to the Think and Grow Rich. All the main amazing speakers and authors who talked about positive energy, vibration, frequencies, and then the law of attraction, that was one of the glue that made everything possible. So I am a strong believer. That's why now I believe more than ever that we are in a big mission to go and reach out beyond 1 billion people. And the movie is a very important key to open the doors to meet more people.
Are you guys, Don and Melinda and Travis and Jeff, you're the producers. Like, are you just, I'm kind of blown away by how it all came together and how the right people have come, and like you had the vision, they said yes, and the right people are there, and how it's gone on. Is this how you pictured it?
You know, I must say, you know, I think I'm very humbled by how it all came together. You know, you, Angel, you always tell me how exciting, you got another award. I don't think that internally or emotionally it's actually hit me, because it's really just about impacting people's lives. It's not just about the awards. It's not just about, you know, things, you know, it's really about touching people's hearts and helping people get to that purpose in life or their journey in life, or really fulfilling whatever it is that they really want to do. And I think that's really where I think, at least for myself, my main focus is really bringing that conscious level for people to really help them to understand. It's not about the money. It's not about awards. It's just about impacting people's lives.
Well, you know, what's really interesting is, you know, that the film has so many messages to it, and all the cast members and the producers were extraordinary in helping us build a storyline, giving us, you know, counsel. And what a lot of people don't realize is that the film that they now see is not the film that originally came out.
And, you know, I want to thank Marie, because Marie really helped. You know, she wrote us.
All of them did.
Yeah, all of them did. You know, I must say, but Marie wrote us what she called a love letter, right, Marie?
Yes, I did.
You know, what I want to say, it's all about, you know, where your mindset is, where, you know, we could have just said, forget it. We're just going to leave it and dump it and just move on to the next film, right? But no, we went a further step, and we changed everything. We went back into the studio and we changed everything and did everything that we needed to do. But it was not easy.
Well, the reason why is because, you know, when the universe has your back. It's one of the messages of the film. When the universe has your back, you really can't do things wrong because it will always course correct you. And, you know, at the we had a great red carpet there at Universal Studios. We had a fantastic VIP luncheon where all the cast members spoke, and it was a really, really wonderful event. But at the event, somebody said, what would you tell somebody if they wanted to do their own film? And I was serious. I said, the first thing you need to do is book 2 weeks with your psychiatrist, right? Because I knew what was coming. Right, so that's the first step you want to do is get that booked in
and make sure that you're not crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when we had the launch at the red carpet, and we got the feedback, we realized that we had to course correct this stuff. That wasn't an easy task at all. But the fact was, if the movie was true about raising your consciousness and the universe having your back, then I knew that we could do it. And exactly that's what you see now with this version or the last version of the film.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you got to get ego out of the way, right? You got to get
Right.
that out of the way to recorrect everything.
So Marie wrote you a love letter. Marie, talk about this love letter.
Love letter.
Because that
The word
made an
love was
impact.
in it at all.
Well, you know, when you are friends and when you support people, then sometimes you have, out of love for someone else, tell them honestly, you know, what you love about them and love about what their project is, but also tell them where you feel that it's not the best for the universe, or it's not best for the impact of people. And so I just, this is something I received from John Asraf. John Asraf and I were sitting together and we were like, how can we help this movie to be the best in the world in this field of the law of attraction? And he said to me, you know, when my book was not the best, I got the love letter of Jack Canfield saying, you know, I love you so much that I'm so honest to share with you what I love about you, but also what I don't love about you, or what I love about your project and what I don't love about you. So the love letter, I took that concept from John Asraf and Jack Canfield and implemented it to Don and Melinda, and I'm very happy they read the letter.
And they read the letter and they took action and they received it. Because I think when, you know, it is, we getting our egos out of the way. Well, you guys are just dynamite. I have to take a quick little commercial break, and then we're going to come back and give you all a chance to share about the exciting projects you guys are working on or have coming up. Actually, I should have been a little bit more prepared to give my little commercial break, right? I don't have my
You don't have the screen up yet?
my screen up. There it is. So let me share my screen. The Angel and Tina Morning Show, of course, is brought to you by our fabulous guests. We're so excited to bring you all the folks from the Beyond the Secret film, the award-winning film Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Go and watch it on Amazon Prime and follow all of them and tell them what an impact that The Secret and Beyond the Secret has made in your life. But our show's also brought to you by our fabulous sponsors. Bliss by the Lake Boutique is our clothing sponsor. Follow them on social media where they do trunk shows and fashion shows, and they ship all over the world. Bliss by the Lake Boutique. Also by Zandra TV Network. The Angel and Tina Morning Show is globally streamed on 7 different streaming networks, digital streaming networks. You have all of those smart TVs. Well, that's where you can find the Angel and Tina Morning Show. And if you've got content, you want to take your podcasting to a whole new level, produce your own TV show, you can schedule a discovery call by going to their website, beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com, and schedule your affordable global marketing experience today. And then if you just feel like you are just overwhelmed and too busy to get it all done, our dirty little secret is you don't have to. You can hire a virtual assistant with Sonic VA so that you can hire out and do what you do best. And when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, you get 10% discount off your first 40 hours of virtual assistant service with sonicva.com. sonicva.com. Those are our fabulous sponsors. That's what makes the Angel and Tina Morning Show happen every morning. We are the bright start to your day. When we started, we thought we would just temporarily come in for a couple of weeks during the quarantine and the pandemic. And now we are well over 100 episodes in, award winning, and so grateful to have the cast and crew and producers from the film. I want to hear about what exciting projects you guys have coming up and let people know how they can interact with you, get in touch with you, follow you. Donna Melinda, I'll start with you.
Wow, we have exciting projects coming up. Once we did the Beyond the Secret, the Awakening, it was really about the awakening, not really realizing that the subtitle was the awakening and what we were even doing or where we were even going now with this pandemic, right? So it's really about awakening people up and sharing people with experts. So we decided to go take Beyond the Secret a step further and take it into a series now. So we are out searching for people who are wanting to be on the Awakening series that's coming up. We're going to go into Amazon Prime as well. We're working on that right now. So we do have some experts that we have found, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah, and one of the things with Beyond the Secret in these documentaries is each teacher only had so much time space, because you could, with a film, you can only put so much time in. And everybody wanted more from, the teachers that was in there. So on the episodes, it highlights one expert for 20 minutes. You tie in the first 5 minutes of the film and the last 5 minutes of the film, but the 20 minutes will highlight that expert on what they do and what they are bringing to the world to raise the consciousness in their profession or their modality. So we're excited about that.
I think that, that to see this now take off into
people saying, I want to be on it. I want to be on it.
Of course you do. Who wouldn't?
Well, I want to be on it.
To see that, here you had this idea, the film, that's, to be able to make a film and create that, but now what's next, and continuing to continuing on this path and bringing everybody together, I think it's just so visionary. And I think you're just gonna have a line out the door of 1 billion, right, Travis? We're gonna have 1 billion, a line out the door of
Beyond,
1 billion
actually.
people that we're impacting.
Let's go beyond. Why limit yourself?
Beyond 1 billion.
8 billion. That means we've only
Travis,
got one.
how's your voice doing? Is it still the sexy morning voice, or are you going to the smoker's Marge voice now?
Well, yeah, since I'm not a smoker, I'm working on that voice. But you tell me, Tina. I don't know. I mean, I find myself kind of sexy, but that's me.
Well, so Travis, what exciting project are you working on? What's coming up next for you?
My list is long, but the simplicity of it is the Architects Online Academy has grown and is worldwide now. And I'm working on my 4th book, which is supposed to come out this December, which is a whole process of healing, which has been a 15-year journey on how do we really heal. And it really attacks the misnomer that time heals all wounds, because it really doesn't. And what's a real process to heal? And then from there, I'm actually, believe it or not, I work with John on the side, helping him. I'll let him explain what that is, because it's his thing, but he asked me to come along and give him some support, which I gladly did. Although I'm over in Las Vegas, he's in Dubai, but we talk, generally once a week or every other week, and what we're doing. And last but not least, we're actually in pre-production for my next film, which will come out in 2021. So I'm in the process of already of filming that on top of we're doing it. And I'll stop there because the list goes on. I'm like John, we don't really sleep.
So much. It's just.
Yeah, John and I don't sleep. We have the same problem. We both love coffee and we don't sleep. So we're kind of kindred brothers from that spirit. So whether he's in Dubai, I'm Las Vegas, or vice versa, we're always.
Hey, are you up? Yeah, of course I'm up. I don't sleep.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's the time zone difference between the two of you?
I think we're plus 13, plus 13, right? I remember right.
I don't.
Plus 9.
Don't tell Angel any of those time zones, because it does.
We are about 11 hours.
Yeah, give them a take. It doesn't matter. We just ping each other. It's like, are you awake?
He says 11.
3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, Travis, John, I'm here. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
John, I love that you kept that check and you've got it now in plastic, right? It's, probably because you rubbed on it and touched it and showed it off so often, and now we're protecting it. But you do have some exciting projects, and of course, lead on and piggyback on what Travis just said. Travis, did you say how we could get in touch with you?
I didn't do my shameless promotional plug.
He's like, no, I don't want people to get on
No, I have no problem contacting me, but I'm just grateful to be part of this film. And it's really fun. It was great for me to be on both sides of the camera again, because I spend a lot of time now producing and directing more than on front. So I was grateful that Don and Melinda said, hey, jump in front of this thing. Maybe you have a couple things to say. Yeah, you need to touch with me. It's easy. It's btu360.com. And you can go there on the website and check out what we do, how we teach, how we train, how we invite people to find out who they really are, not who they think they are, and architect a blueprint. Because once you have a blueprint, it's pretty easy to do, right? And that's the challenge. We don't really get a blueprint with our educational system. John and I are very aligned by way of, actually, and I give credit to Don. Don called me one day and said, you and John need to hook up. I said, what's that? He said, well, you guys are mutually aligned. I'm a special needs parent. And so for me, I'm a firm believer that our educational system doesn't educate anymore. And so as you can see, ours is all about really going back to a learning system. And so part of what we do at our academy with the interactive learning is helping kids actually learn, and then ultimately the parents learn, and ultimately us as adults. So we stop the midlife crisis and the red Corvette kind of thing, because that really is just a way for us to reloop what we've already done. So John and I are very aligned about changing the educational system and how we approach it. And so I give credit to Don because he hooked us up and said, okay, the film thing is cool. What if we did that? And I said, that's right up my alley. Let's go play. So that's where I spend most of my time. And but again, you can find us at btu360.com. Check it out.
Thank you. All right, John, catch us up. What your exciting project is and how people can get in touch with you.
Well, after 30 plus years in direct sales and global businesses, I come to the conclusion that people need education, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from certain people to learn how to improve their quality of life. Now, that's very important. I didn't say how to make more money. Improve their quality of life. And the number one quality comes from within. If you are not happy by yourself, with yourself, how can you be happy with somebody else? Mm-hmm. If you like to improve your life, your job, your relationship, your marriage, anything and everything, including making more money, you need to know how. So what if I create a concept of education and e-learning virtually online, not just one video at a time, but bring together qualified speakers, authors, trainers, educators, mentors to be part of the educational platform. That was the initial idea. And then I came with the next idea. What if we create a platform or a system to touch the lives of beyond 1 billion people? That idea alone brought Asira into life. Asira now is the first company in the world to integrate the concept of direct sales or a home-based business with a social media platform component to allow people to interact and connect them, give them access to great discounts on travel. And very soon, by next year, they'll have the virtual shopping mall where they can buy locally over 9,000 brands at highly discounted prices, great benefits. And the initial marketing team will get paid from people purchases. Mm-hmm. When you look that all together, what also Fox just said, we are building a studio in Dubai, high-end, the best of the best, with the latest technology, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, to transmit, to broadcast, to unite, to inform, to educate, to train, to inspire, and to motivate beyond 1 billion people around the world that, yes, they can have everything they dream if they believe it's possible, if they allow the system to help them, and if they're capable of eliminating that insecurity and self-fear that might not be possible. If other people did it, everybody can do it. It takes two simple elements: follow instructions and massive action. So Asira is determined to create a new theme in the industry of bringing people together, give them the keys to the wisdom and the experience and the knowledge to improve their quality of life. That's exactly what we do. How you can find out about Asira? Well, you can check it online, or better yet, contact someone who is already in Asira and find out. You can contact Don, Fox, and let them know, hey, I'm interested in Angel, hey, I'd like to know more. Yeah. Get in touch with them and we'll be more than happy to help you. We are right now presently visible with some customers in about 60 plus countries.
Wow.
And we did that in less than 6 months within global shutdown, which means the system works.
The system works. Well, John, it was fun to have you on last week.
Follow instructions and take massive action.
Massive.
It was fun to have you on the show last week and again this week. I know we've got lots of launches coming up, lots of fun stuff coming down the pike for you. But you're right, Tina, right? Follow instructions, take massive action, eliminate the insecurity, right? That is holding you back. Yeah. Jeff Levine, you are one of the producers. What exciting project do you have coming up and how can people get in touch with you?
Thank you, Angel. And this is exciting, especially the series. Don had shared with me, I believe Dennis Waitley and John Ashraf did a series, Don did a series, and I said, I have to be in the series. And one of the things that inspired me was John Sartoris on Thinking Big, the checks. And what my whole episode on is how do you raise your thinking even higher? Now you have COVID-19. We didn't have that when we first did the movie. So I think this part of the series is, okay, how can we help the people that have been affected by COVID-19 to get out of their stuckedness into stickedness and think bigger? And there's great books called The Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich. But even when I do my financial consulting with people and we set goals, we all limit ourselves. We all tend to say, I can't do that. Well, yes, you can. When you believe you can. And the most important thing, as John said, is the imagination. If you can see it, and I proved it every time with detail, specific detail, it works. So to get a hold of me is text solution, SOLUTION at 26786. And I will be coming out with a chapter in a new book called The Influence Effect, coming out September 5th. And I'm working on another book to help people reduce their taxes substantially. And I think people like to hear that word, on their real estate and when they sell their business. I know when I sold my business, I didn't know of these opportunities. And I could have saved thousands and thousands of dollars. So as you get older, your wisdom gets older too, and you learn newer and newer things. That's what I'm here to do, is help people reduce the taxes, put more money away for their future, and always have enough and never have to worry about it.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, Levin, what about you? What, how do people get a hold of you?
levinwood.com. It's got links to my cell phone, my social media, everything. Anybody can text me anytime, 248-770-1029. I'm just really excited about being a part of the film, the TV series coming up. I'll have a couple companies opening up this year still, and then hopefully one more next year, another book coming out this year. So a lot going on like everybody else, but primarily it's just excitement and helping promote the movie, because that's really where we're going to help a lot of people get this around the world.
Can you give us the phone number again, Levin?
Jeffrey, it is 248-770-1029.
It's good you guys are close, right?
I've never met Jeff before in my life. I don't even know who he is.
You know, it's always nice to meet somebody new.
Hey, he's gonna be texting you all night. Hey, what are you doing?
I don't sleep either.
Are you working?
That's like a common denominator here, is that people don't sleep. I think those entrepreneurs that have those big visions are those ones who live on coffee and don't sleep.
Are you all like only like do 4, 5, 6 hours or whatever? Or does anybody sleep longer? Oh, 4 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah, mine's like
I
4 or
get, I
5.
usually get 8
5,
hours. I get 8
6.
hours typically.
Oh, 11, you get 8
7.
hours?
How
Yeah,
about
I
you,
go to
Jeff?
bed most nights by 8, 9 o'clock.
And what time do you get up?
Well, the alarm goes off at 4, but I don't always get up at 4.
Why does it go off at 4? You know, you can change
I'll-
that.
Yeah, well, all right, I'll embarrass myself. I like to dream. And when the alarm goes off, I wake up in a dream and I realize what I'm dreaming about and I go back to that dream. So I'll just snooze repeatedly so I can go back to the dream. And sometimes it's nonsense, but a lot of times it's about things I want to do and things I want to accomplish. So if
So
I
you
wake
can
up in that
put yourself
mindset, I'll
back
just keep
into that dream.
snoozing so I can go back to sleep and back into the dream state.
Back into the dream.
Now,
Interesting.
Dr. Paul Seeley said 7 hours. Is that right? Did I see you put 7 up?
Yeah, that's what I try to do every single day. I bound that time, of course, with my yoga practice and my qigong practice and a lot of
Meditation,
other
that's-
things. Yeah.
You know, that's what happens when you meditate. You
Yeah.
just
He's
sleep
the
7
master,
hours.
right? He's completely centered. I love that.
I love it. I'm gonna have to start listening to you so I can start sleep. I can't sleep more than like 3 or 4 hours because of my shoulder, but whew,
Okay, so we still want to hear from Paul and Marie.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go with Marie, right, ladies? Ladies first.
Yes.
At least in that 2 choices of exciting projects you've got coming up, and how do you want people to connect with you?
Well, they first of all can connect on mariediamond.com and Instagram mariediamond8. That's where they have, and also on YouTube channel, a lot of free videos and free information, and where I really talk about 1/3 of the law of attraction that people are not mentioning, and this is how the reflection of your environment is affecting your subconscious mind. And so that is what what we really are focusing on. So right now, the projects, we have a couple of new books coming out. I've been just doing a huge course for the German market. We're just preparing for the Russian market. And so we're also preparing for the Asian market right now with new material. So a lot of creative work. It's amazing. And just keep impacting every day as much people as possible. If it's through the beautiful movie Beyond the Secret or anyone that I'm meeting. And thank you so much, Tina and Angel, for allowing us to help impact through you and through your work, because ultimately every teacher that brings his work forward has one thing in mind, and it's to awaken people on their journey.
Oh, beautiful. Beautifully said, Marie. Paul, meditate us out.
Last but not least, take us out, Paul.
Well, Tina and Angel, really, thank you very much for making this possible. Don and Melinda, obviously, big shout out to you for your vision, your persistence. Jeff, all of you that have had a role in this. It's been a real honor and a real pleasure to be able to share some of what I'm most passionate about in the world. I've been working in the human potential business since I was in college as a professional hypnotist, clinical hypnotist. Then as a training and development specialist, I created a company that sells self-development work in 185 countries. We have millions of customers all over the world. And I started Sheely Learning System as a way to help business owners grow in their business life, to be able to let that true source that brought their business forward flourish in the world. In the same way, I work with learners, that it's not just about having another book, it's not about having another home study course, it's about being able to embody what it is that you're learning, what it is you truly want to do. Many of these speakers here have demonstrated that they are the embodiment of what it is that they teach and what they share with the world. And when we can live congruently, and when we can live coherently, that means we're in an ongoing correspondence with that divine source that brought us here, so that we can bring our great mission, our great purpose into the world. Let our brilliance shine and help the other 8 billion people in the world make this a planet that we can all sustain and live on happily into the future.
Oh,
And how can people get a hold of you, Paul?
If you go to SheelyLearning.com, Sheely Learning, what I've got there are some free giveaways. I have something called the Overcoming Overwhelm with Laser Focus. It's a 5-day challenge. I work with you every day. You're going to have a deep dive into the way to access that genius capacity. I just launched a new program called Empowered Business Mindset. So if you're a small business owner, want to grow it, that's a great place to go. And I'm also coming out with a new app very shortly called Joy Spring, which is going to put you in touch with that brilliance within you on an ongoing basis every single day. Helps you sleep, by the way. Tina, it helps you sleep at night with a sleep app, and it helps you change your emotional state with a button push. And it's 90 seconds, and you're in a state where you can make the most out of every single moment of your day.
Ooh, that sounds fascinating.
Right?
That sounds
I
fascinating.
am in.
Okay, Donna
Me
Melinda,
too. I mean,
I'm in.
any last things that you want to make sure that you share today with your cast, your producers?
No,
Well, he does have
Oh,
to.
done.
He does have to let everybody know how the bottom half looks. Because last time
Done.
he didn't let anybody know that. We were
You let a
all
few people know, a few
we
too
were
many.
all waiting.
Tina is fascinated by your legs, John.
I am.
Wow.
Oh, man, girl.
well, the question last time was if I am dressed the right way for the Zoom call during COVID-19 being at home.
Blazer
Are you
and shorts.
dressed
Yeah.
properly?
Yeah.
I said, yes, I am. And I had a nice white shirt and a nice, very nice light
Blazer.
blue jacket.
Yep.
And of course I had long, short pants. Someone
Short
said to me, are you in your underwear? Well, today I'm also, nicely dressed.
So yeah, so you were
I have
wearing
fun.
you were wearing the official Zoom outfit with the blazer and the
Absolutely.
shorts. So Paul Sheely, the question begs, you are in a
Oh, he's
blazer.
like,
Are you
Yes.
wearing shorts?
oh, he's wearing pants and
Oh,
Oh,
wow. I'm
that's some
impressed,
professional
Paul.
right there.
I'm impressed, Paul. All right, Levin, you're next, babe.
Uh-oh.
I'm wearing my workout pants.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Well, we
I
do
like
try to keep it the bright start to our day, put a smile on our audience's face, give them a little hope and inspiration and joy. Love the app named Joy Spring coming up.
Ew.
This is the cast and crew and the producers and directors of the film Beyond the Awakening, or Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. You can go and watch this award-winning film right now on Amazon Prime. Tell everybody you know about it. Check out beyondthesecret.com. If you are interested in the TV series, of course, beyondthesecret.tv. There's a form you can fill out right now. We hope you guys just blow that up and connect with these fabulous, fabulous, wonderful people. It is about the impact that you are making in the world, and every one of us with what we do or what we don't do makes an impact. So choose wisely. I am Angel Tussey. I am your media exposure specialist, your media matchmaker. If you've got a story that you know deserves to be out in the world, your business, your book, or your brand, you can get started with your complimentary media starter kit at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. Tons of great resources for you to get your story out and create publicity, right? Got news? Alert the press and get started at makeyourbigimpact.com.
I am so honored to have all these people on here. I feel like I'm just sitting starstruck, like, oh. And I can't wait to go to Dubai and do the Angel and Tina Morning Show live. I am Tina Torres, your client retention expert and gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling with building your audience, finding the right clients, or even retaining those clients, I have a complimentary guide that'll help you grow your audience organically online, connect and nurture and build those relationships, those things that we've been talking about all day authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. You can grab that guide by texting the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. We are grateful to have you in our audience, you guys as our guests, being our loyal fans, and we hope you have a bright start to your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.